Hey everybody, Iceman 50 here. So today we're going to look at trying to replace the chain. I got a D.I.D O-ring chain, and I want to replace the adjusters in the back. I got some TST adjusters. So let's get to that, and we'll see how far we get. All right, we'll talk to you guys. Easy. All right, one of the first things we want to do is loosen this back wheel. I got a couple of wrenches the right size on here. Okay. Now I think we're going to go ahead and we will take this off. We're going to loosen this up. All right, then the next thing we're going to want to do is adjust these, loosen these, the double nuts here. See if we can find some wrenches to fit that. All right, so I got, excuse me, so I got a 12 millimeter and a 10 millimeter. I'm going to use one to hold the back nut and one to loosen the front nut. Just like that. Okay, and then we'll just repeat that for the other side. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the jack that I bought from Vivor. It's a motorcycle jack. I bought this last year. Haven't even opened it yet. I was waiting until I needed it. Come on. All right, what do we got? Pretty simple, actually. Okay, looks like we got the foot lever. We got the jack. I know Rick from Will Nate 35 had issues with the one he got, but I don't know if he got it from Vivor. I don't think so. He had his welded. Okay. There's a zip tie here. Cut that off. Okay. All right. And then the destructions. They just show you how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look something like this, I guess. So it's nice and hot today. It's like 70, 76 outside. Perfect day to do something outside. How's this supposed to work? Just like that. Okay. Is it supposed to come down? Maybe if you had some weight on it. I lifted it up. Sit on it. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's got the little cylinder in the back here. Let's try this out on the bike. Well, this is gonna be interesting because the jack is definitely not fitting under the Grom. Even if I lift it up, my exhaust is kind of in the way. I really don't have a good place to put it, honestly. Well, I might need some assistance in taking this back wheel off and maybe lifting it up onto the jack somewhere. Let's take a look here. There's no real great spot for it. So what do? Well, the quick answer is I don't know. I'm gonna try getting the chain off first, and well, we won't be able to get it off past the rear wheel, but with everything unadjusted, we should be able to get this chain loose and off, and then maybe my next door neighbor can help me get this thing up on the jack somewhere, somehow. I don't exactly know. Let's try that first. Okay, what I opted to do instead was take off the exhaust. That way I got plenty of room under there for the jack. Bugs. So, Jesus. So what we'll do now is we'll try to get the jack under there, and so we can get this thing jacked up. Let's see how that goes. I'll tell you what, guys. This this jack is super sketchy. It doesn't want to sit on there quite right, and all it wants to do is tip over. Great. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can get a buddy to give me a hand here, my next door neighbor. See if we can get this chain off, and maybe I can just kind of have him hold it up or something temporarily. We'll set it back down on the A-arm or something. We'll see what we can do. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. After a bunch of struggling, I was able to get the chain loose. Got the master link off, and now the last part that I'm going to need help with is getting the rear tire off. This should be interesting. Let me see if I can wrangle up my buddy and see if he can give me a hand. Woo! All right, well, that was fun. I had my neighbor come out and help me. We moved it a little bit. That way, if I don't finish, I don't got to worry about it. I think I'll finish. I still got a couple hours till he's got to leave, but I'm just going to clean up the, I'm going to show you. We'll clean up the axle. Had a little bit of a tough time trying to get it out. That's what she said. So we'll clean it up with some steel wool, and we'll have at it. Keep going. Be right back. Yeah, while we're in here, we might as well clean the rim. Let's get some. I got some cleaner. All right. Call that good enough. Yeah, I think at some point I'm going to need a new sprocket. Maybe the next time I tear this thing apart. And it's not really worn, it's just a little rusty. I'm sure I could scrape that up with a wire brush. I got one, but good enough. All right. All right, so the next thing I got to do is get these, get the sliders, the adjusters in here. I don't really have a, I got a hammer and I got a glove. So we're gonna try not to mess this up. I guess I'll turn it all the way in. What's interesting, so I think, here's the other one. Yeah, so I'm guessing that where they say TST Industries is on the outside, and these little fingers are to go to the outside. So this one would be the right one. This one would be the left one. Turn these in. We're gonna have to bang this back black piece into the frame here.
Rebel?
My Rebel.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a Rebel 500.
Okay. I saw it out of here before, but not up close. I thought it was like an Indian at first.
No, it kind of looks like it a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, what year is it?
It's a 23.
23?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
You want to take it for a ride?
No.
Okay.
I'm not comfortable riding other people's bikes.
All right.
Anything can happen, and I don't want that anything to happen on me.
All right.
I'll let you guys get there.
All right.
You as well.
Ah, that's pretty easy. I thought it was going to fight me. All right. money. Man, that looks so much better than the stock adjusters. Let's see here. We'll put them somewhere. I'm kind of seeing the marks on the back where it kind of was before. I'm kind of putting it in the middle of those marks. Get it somewhat lined up here. Okay. All right. Now the next thing to do is get the tire and get it in here. So gonna need some assistance. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have you hold up the bike. Here. You should put those gloves on, and then I'll find the axle. Now we can't forget these pieces. These go here, I guess. So first thing I need to do is get one of those on there, and then we need to get the tire over here. You know what? Why don't we try this? I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to lift it up and hold it because the jack's in the way. So you're gonna have to like lift it up, and then I'm gonna have to get the jack out of the way.
Okay.
All right. No, better to lift from like here.
Okay.
Like you can lift right from there. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. You're gonna have to hold it for a second. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, where'd the roller go?
Bro. You can't just do me like that.
I know.
I'm holding the whole bike here, bud.
I know. Well, the spacer just disappeared on me. All right, hang on. All right, let it back down. Yeah, let it back down. Just hold it right there.
Okay.
We got to find the wheel spacer. It was just on there.
Is it that thing right there? I don't know what it looks like.
Nope, it's not this. It's round.
Oh.
So.
That?
Yeah. That's it right there.
Okay.
Are we? Okay, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All right. So, you ready?
All right. Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what the hell? All right, just you're holding on to it for a second?
Yep.
Okay. This was the fun part when we were taking it off. We got our hammer. Okay. And then this piece is also gonna need to go in here. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let go or?
Lift up.
I am lifting up.
One more minute. Shit. You lift up again? Okay. Just hold it right there. Watch your leg. You're pushing on it. Lift it up. Okay, hang on. You can. Okay, now you're gonna. Okay, take a break for a second.
Oh man, I need to work on the lower back.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that sucks.
All right, so you gotta lift up while I line it up, so that I can hammer it through to the other side. No, not that high. Okay. All right, so you should be able to relax.
Okay.
All right, now we got this piece that goes on there,
Okay.
and we got the nut. All right, everybody, now I can get the chain on, and I think this is the correct chain. It's a 108 link chain, so this should be correct. Oh, I was like, what are those little things? They're the other O-rings. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense why there's 4. Okay. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, and this chain's all oily. Oh, of course, I already drug it through the fucking dirt. Can you give me the penetrating oil right there? Thanks. Clean that off. This is where I realized that I put the sprocket side on wrong. Just kidding. Okay. Bruh. Okay. So we've got first of all, I need a paper towel. Give me some. Oh, I'm sitting on them. Thanks. We're gonna need to adjust the adjuster's way to the front. For this, you just put this in here. That's all right. So we'll do the left one. Man, these work nice compared to the OE. Okay. Oh, looks like we kind of backed out on this other one. Let me see here. Where's my hammer and a glove? All right. Okay. All right. If we do it like that, maybe I can just sneak it around the plastic. All right, so we got our link, and we're gonna put on 2 O-rings. Okay. And then make sure that it's lined up, and then put it in from the back side. Put this one in from the back side. Okay. Then we need 2 more O-rings. Like I said, this is a D.I.D 420 chain. This was 108 link. That seems to be the consensus for the stock chain length. Okay. And then the only thing we need to do is I need a pair of pliers to get this link piece on. This is now the chain's going this way, so you don't want the link facing this way to where it could get knocked off. You want to have it facing this way with the open spot pointing to the front of the bike. I know I'm going to do that probably 1,000 times. I know I'm going to pinch my thumb in here. All right, I'll bring you back when we get the chain on. All right, so I was like, oh man, how am I going to get this on with a pair of pliers or whatever? What I did is I just took my skinny vice grips and I kind of just clamped the pieces together, and I had the clip in there, not too tight. And then the clip was kind of sticking up, and I just went tink like that, and it locked into place. So now the chain's all on there, it's good. Now we can move on to getting the chain on here. So the chain's still around the the sprocket up front, and we'll get it on here, and then we'll get it going. We may have to take off the sprocket. That's how much it's stretched. Yeah. All right. So we're going to have to take off the front sprocket. I'll need to get, I don't know what size that is, 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter, probably 10 millimeter. See if that'll do it. I made it worse. All right. We're just trying to clock it to get the retaining clip on there. So let's go this way a little bit. I think I gotta go. Oh, that's it. We got her. Man, it is hotter than hell out here. It's like 77 or 78. I shouldn't really be complaining. It's nice to ride, but it sucks. There's not a lot of airflow today either. And of course, you know, being Chicago, it went from, you know, 50 to 80 in a day. I think it's supposed to be 90 this week. Let's see here. Click. Click. All right, so then the last thing we got to do is adjust this to get the droop that we want. That's why I brought my tape measure. We should be, they said 1 3/8 droop. So we'll have to kind of stand the bike up to get it right, but to get it close, we'll just we'll start here and adjust one side and then the other. We're pretty close. Well, let's see. We're kind of really know where the marks are. I'm gonna look at the back of the tire. We're like almost there. The tire looks. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty close. This is a new chain. We'll adjust it anyways once it gets a little bit of run time on it. Okay, you should be able to let it back down. Oh yeah, so much better than the original OEM adjusters. The double nuts were starting to strip out on me. I don't think they're very good quality nuts. Okay. All right. So, with everything tight-ish, decent amount of slack. Let me clean my hands off and we'll take it for a quick rip. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. So, looks like everything's good. I don't hear any chain noise. We'll give it a little rip here and you'll see. All right, so there we go. I'll just have to check the chain after a little bit more riding, but now that this thing's back again, I can start riding this to work too. So it took a little bit of work, but you know, it's kind of a two-man job, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. So we'll see you on the next one, all right?